Hello, my name is Meisha McDaniel, and my PTAP client is Ms. Tawanda Austin, founder of 5-Touch Spa and Salon in Wilson, North Carolina. Over the course of this presentation, I will share some of the HR consulting work that I did with my client and what I learned about Ms. Austin and her business. She's here in the front row. I'm going to refer to her a lot, so sometimes it seems like I'm talking to her. I really am trying to talk to all of you. So, Ms. Austin graduated with a business degree from Wesleyan College and worked in the healthcare and baking sectors prior to starting her business. She has a passion for making people look and feel better, and so she decided to take that passion to the next level by enrolling in Pitt Community College. In addition to that, she also worked part-time at a similar organization in Rocky Mount, in addition to her full-time job. And she used that information and the learnings that she gained there to incorporate into founding her own business, which she opened in 2013. So in addition to providing a kind of a warm ambiance, a really clean and unique space, 5-Touch references her desire to cater to the 5 senses through her business. And she does this by providing a variety of hair, nail, skin, and body treatment services at her spa. And she does all this in conveying a sense of high expectations, premium customer service, and she really cares about what goes on within her business. And I have deep respect for that. In addition to having high customer service expectations, she also has high community service expectations. And she does this through her annual 5-Touch Salon and Spa Fashion Show. So I had the privilege of attending the 3rd annual event this year, and since you all may not have been able to come, let me show you some highlights from what happened that day. These are the models. They came from Mira Clark. She's with her son who just graduated from high school. There were 5 different models and designers from all over. Some of which were local, some of which were from New York. Designers from New York. Those are local radio personalities and MCs. You can see a live band in the background, people jamming out, doing sessions. There are over 80, maybe 100 people in the audience at the time. That's the mayor of Wilson right there who attended, in addition to other public personalities. Swimsuits, t-shirts, dresses, wedding dresses, spiritual wear. It was a really great performance, and it's already on the date for next year, so if you have the opportunity, I would recommend that you check it out. The community service connection is that the fashion show raises money for a scholarship fund for her alma mater at Pitt Community College for similar students who are pursuing education like she did. And she used all this promotional activity, all this client generation activities to expand her business, which is why she sought out NCGrowth. So over that time, she had been experiencing turnover, and she had been hiring new stylists and massage professionals and estheticians and nail techs. And so she was looking for a way to help kind of free up some of her time so she can spend more time on marketing and administration. And so my role with through NCGrowth was to provide payroll assistance. So that payroll assistance consisted of providing an online solution to help her do payroll administration for the new employee that she was about to bring on, who would do some of the admin and kind of client generation services that she was doing. And she also asked me to help her out with recruitment, which consisted of finding a licensed esthetician in the area so that she could focus on other parts of her business. So with regards to finding a payroll system, there are hundreds of online and desktop solutions available for small business owners. And to help, our goal was to help find a cost-effective and easy-to-use solution for Ms. Austin, who has a background in payroll that would be kind of easier than doing it manually. I was able to narrow it down to 3 different options that range from about $10 to $30 per month. And they also included some automated services such as direct deposit and W-2 report generation and filing. And ultimately, we tried out one of the recommendations during our second in-person meeting, and she was able to use that information for future reference. Now, with regards to recruitment, I must admit that when I started out, I found that there was a list of licensed estheticians in the area. Now let me start off. So esthetician, I didn't know what this was when I started. So an esthetician is a specialist who provides facial and other body treatment services, in the beauty spa context. That's what an esthetician is. So once I found out that the state compiled a list of this, I was like, oh, that won't take that long. It'll be pretty straightforward. Just contact people on the list. So I got the list. 4,600 people on the list. And so within that list, it wasn't a list of email addresses or phone numbers, which is how I was planning to contact people. It was a list of mailing addresses. So once I figured out who lived within about 30 miles of Wilson, which was a commuting distance, I was kind of dismayed to find that some people weren't on LinkedIn or Facebook, or they weren't in the white pages, and some of those people on the list also had already had jobs with other spots in Salon. So I ended up reaching out to other community college programs, and I was able to touch base with 20 candidates. And of those 20 candidates, after I contacted them and did the screening, only one person was was able to provide the services that our clients needed, was experienced and was licensed. So that only generated one referral. And unfortunately, that person did not kind of pan out. So if you know any, So overall, I wanted to provide some guiding information to this audience. She's thinking of how to scale up her business. She's thinking about how to bring on employees and maybe even provide benefits to employees in the future. So I just gave her general HR feedback and the final memo towards the end. Through Elizabeth, I was able to connect with NCLEAP, which stands for North Carolina Lawyers Entrepreneurs Assistance Program. They provide low to no cost legal services for qualifying entrepreneurs. It's a program of the NC Bar Association. Ms. Austin asked us to look over her onboarding materials, and so they provided great legal feedback on her blueprint contract review. We were also thinking about kind of in the future what kind of staffing kind of decisions she would make. And so within the spa and salon industry, I learned that people are either booth renters, independent contractors, or employees. And within those, there are different kind of pros and disadvantages from a business owner standpoint for how to bring those people on. So I kind of summarized those, and also I came across some compensation strategies, so I included that in the memo as well. But I think overall, my best kind of recommendation would be for y'all to check out Black Touch Spa and Salon. It's a great business run by a really talented, dedicated